Okay, so a practical skill test, Sum 1, sections 2021s. Okay, so the title is a simple pendulums oscillation experiment. So prepare videos of a simple pendulum oscillations experiment. The durations of your video should be between 1 to 2 minutes only. So I accept up to 3 minutes video, okay, but don't give me more than 3 minutes. And pay attention when I'm explaining, all right? Because when I go through the videos that you submitted last week, quite a lot of you, okay, you give me the countings of the oscillations for every single length. That makes your videos becomes more than 3 minutes, right? So please include your details in the video. So your first slide should include the name, class, and your metric number. All right. So the beginnings of your video, okay, you can start from a titles, and then the next slide maybe you give your name, your class, and your metrics number. So you're not allowed to use any video published by others as part of your video content. So for this part, okay, for this part, I want to see your face in counting down. Alright, saya nak tengok muka anda waktu countdown. So show your face. Maybe just 1 second is enough. Okay, it's fine. I just want to see you in your video to make sure that is your own video. Alright, so in case there's any query, so at least we got a proof. You yourself are inside the video, so this is your product. Okay. So apparatus, a piece of a strings or thread, which is approximately 55 cm. Now, when it comes to this apparatus, okay, there is one issue that I noticed in your video. So I think there's a few students who use a nylon strings. Isn't that I mentioned in the class before? Don't use nylon strings because it's too thick. Okay, because when it's too thick or when the string is too heavy, then it will affect the reading. Okay, so for this part, when it comes to a piece of strings or thread, don't use nylon strings. Okay, try to use the sewing thread. Okay, tali jahitan. Okay, tali yang jahit baju semuanya. And then a small padlock or key change. Okay, or key change, not off. This is R. Okay, now when you use keychains, try to use some keychains that is heavier. Okay, don't use a light keychain. And then try to use a keychain with a small surface area. Okay, because I think I saw 1 or 2 video you guys use such a huge keychain. Well, it's true that it's heavy, but because of the surface area, okay, so if it is not swinging nicely, then the surface area, okay, this is a surface area, it will becomes an external force, okay, a source of error in your experiment. So it will generate a large resistance in its oscillations and makes the result inaccurate. Okay, so when it comes to a key change, try to use a key change with a small surface area. So a suitable place to hang pendulum. Now, what does it mean by a suitable place? Of course, you need to make sure it won't touch anything. Okay, on the left and on the right, while the swinging, and then in front or at the backs of the pendulum. Okay, and then a stopwatch, and then a meter ruler or a measurement tape. Now, when it comes to measurement tape, okay, make sure if you are using the uh which tapes, yeah, tape yang jahit baju punya kan, that one that is very soft, right? So make sure you pull it, okay, you make it tight first before you measure the length. Okay, because some of you, when I saw it in video, you left the measuring tab like this, and then when you measure the strings, the length of the string, it becomes inaccurate. Okay, kamu tak pegang bagi dia tegang, you are not holding it tight, so you are just leave it lying on the floor, so it's like a wave shape on the floor. So when it is in that form, okay, the length that you measure is inaccurate. Okay, so make sure you hold the measurement tape tightly. Okay, and then a protractor. Okay, now when it comes to protractor, it is also a big issue in your video. Okay, now let's look at the pictures of the protractor. So this is a protractor. The origin of the protractor is a crossing point here. All right, so make sure your string it start from this point but not anywhere outside the protractor. Okay, if you measure it at outside the protractor, then it is inaccurate. So I can say 90% of the video, you put the string outside the protractor, and then you measure 10 degree, you measure 70 degree. Okay, you measure 70 degree. So in that case, it is inaccurate. All right, it is inaccurate. Why? Because your string is located outside the protractor, while the origin of the protractor, the 0 degree of the protractor, is located inside. Okay, it is here inside the protractor. It is this cross, the cross inside a protractor. So you need to think of a way to make sure your string is start from here, okay, but not outside the protractor. So 90% of the video, okay, is the mark will be deducted because of this. All right, and in your video, make sure I can see where is the beginning of your string. All right, because some of the video, okay, you are not showing me what happens in the protractor. All right, you just tell me now you start from 10 degree, but I can see it. Okay, I can see what happens on the protractor. I can see whether you tied it at the right positions or not. All right, so make sure to zoom in. Okay, to zoom in during that moment when you say, okay, now you put it at a place that is 10 degree. All right, don't say it's a less than 10 degree. Okay, if you say less than 10 degree, then how many degree you are using? Are you using the same angles in every round, in every experiment? All right, and then a pair of scissors or cutter, the things that you use to cut the string. So procedure, okay, find a suitable place to hang the pendulum. So this is your protractor. Now, there's also one more things here. Some of you use a clip to clip the strings on the protractor. Well, I wouldn't say it's wrong, but make sure there is a space, a small space between your protractor and the string. Why? Because if you straight away clip the strings on the protractor, then the string, okay, the string will generate a frictional force with the protractor. So when it is swinging, the frictional force will be all around the protractor, okay, when it's swinging. So make sure there's a small space between your protractor and your string. Okay, most probably you can put a pin on a protractor. Okay, so let's say this is your protractor. So you put a pin here, okay, and then you hang the thread on the pin. All right, don't just clip it straight away on the uh, protractor. Make sure there's a small space between your protractor and also the string or the thread. Okay, and then your small padlock or a keychain. So set up a simple pendulum as shown in figure 3.3 and then measure length L of a strings for about 50 cm. So the first reading is now 50 cm. All right. So release the pendulum at an angle that is less than 10 degrees. So if you want to use 9 degree, go ahead. You want to use 8 degree, go ahead. But make sure to show me, okay, to show me in the video. I want to see your angles. Okay, I want to see how you handle, how you tie the string on the protractor. So in your practical test, they reduce the numbers of oscillations to 5 oscillation, okay, to save times. So you take the time for 5 oscillations and then you record the L and the times in the suitable table. Now this step, a lot of you didn't show me this step. You need to show me how you record your data. Okay, so a complete table is enough. Show me how you record it, okay, with a first value, because for the first value you need to show me the stopwatch. Right, you need to show me the stopwatch. So this table, make sure you have the value in your stopwatch. Okay, I will check it, I will compare it. So 5 oscillations and then you record the L and the T in the table. Okay, the table just need to have the L and T. So of course if you have a complete calculation, that will be the best. So start the stopwatch after several complete oscillations. Now, the first few oscillation you don't count it yet. All right. I'm not sure it's this class or the other class. Okay, got students actually start counting when they are waiting for this several complete oscillation. Okay, don't count first. Don't start your counting. You only start your counting after you start the stopwatch. Alright, so ada pelajar, okay, masa dia tunggu beberapa oscillations ini, dia sudah kira 1, 2, 3, 4, and then sampai 5 dia baru tekan stopwatch, and then dia sambung counting until 10. That is wrong. You start the counting after you start the stopwatch. Alright, after you start the stopwatch. And then at last you need to show me you clean up the stations. Okay, you clean up the place that you do the experiment. So the rubric is similar to the one that I show you in your experiment 5. All right, so the first one, set up the apparatus. So most of you got this correct. Okay, you show me the apparatus before you start the experiment. So and then you set it up nicely. Okay, neat and organized, except a few of you. Okay, you set it up at the wrong place. Now what does it mean by a wrong place? So some of you hang it on let's say on a pole. Okay, on a pole, but then this pole, it keeps swinging when you are doing experiment. Okay, when your pendulum is oscillating, this pole or the place that you hang the object, it keeps moving back and forth as well. So in this case, mark will be deducted. Alright, so kamu gantung di tempat yang akan bergerak juga. So bila kamu buat eksperimen, bila kamu punya pendulum oscillate, kamu punya tempat yang kamu gantung, pendulum itu pun gerak serentak. So in this case, you have two oscillations that is happening at the same time. So in that case, the experiment will be inaccurate. Okay, so that means you are not setting it up at the right position. Okay. And then measure and record the length of the strings or the end of the thread. So show clearly how the measurements have been taken. Now the measurements should be taken after you tied the padlock. Okay, you tie the padlock to the string. So quite a lot of you, okay, you measure the length. Let's say now you tell me, okay, you have already measured 40 cm, but you measure before you tied it to the padlock. So after you tied it to the padlock, the length will become shorter, will be less than 40 cm. So you should tie the padlock first. Okay, so this is your padlock. Okay, and then you measure. Okay, and then you measure the length. So now you measure the length 50 cm. It's from the place that you tied to the padlock, okay, until the place that you hangs to the protractor. So the 40 cm should be the 50 cm. Sorry, the 50 cm should be from the strings from the place that you tied it until the padlock. Okay, until the padlock. Jangan kamu ukur dulu sebelum kamu ikat pada apa-apa benda. Okay, that would be inaccurate because when you tied it, the string will become shorter, will be less than 50 cm. So correct decimal places are recorded. Now, correct decimal places, this is one huge issue when it comes to time. Okay, quite a lot of you didn't follow the decimal places in your phone or in your stopwatch. Okay, some of the stopwatch in your phone actually just are showing one decimal place. If you didn't notice. Okay, ada orang punya phone cuma tunjuk satu decimal place saja. But then you put two decimal places in your table. In that case, it will be considered as strong. Same goes to your measuring tape, okay, or your ruler. Okay, some of you, your measuring tape, the smallest, the uncertainty is actually plus minus 0.2 cm. But in the table that you're showing me, you show 0.1. So that is wrong, okay? Don't always follow the things that you have it from other video, in a demo video and so on, okay? You look at your own measuring apparatus. Your own measuring apparatus, some ruler are using plus minus 0.2 cm. So make sure you follow your own measuring tools, okay? And then you start from an angle, so at an angle that is less than 10 degrees. So perhaps you can use 9 degree, okay, or a 5 degree. As long as it can give you a nice oscillation, then that is fine, okay, less than 10 degree. If you cannot use less than 10, then maximum I allows you to use up to 10 degree, okay, because I know some protractor is showing 0, 5, and 10. So if you use 5, you might not have enough oscillation. Okay, it might stop before you got the 5 oscillations. So well, I allow you to use up to 10. Okay, if there's a constraint in the measuring apparatus that you're using. If you can use 9 degree, then that would be the best. Okay, try to stick to 9 degree. If not, well, I let you use 10 degree, but with a condition. Okay, with a condition, if your protractor can only measure 5, 10, 15 to a 20 degree, okay, it uses a 5 degree interval. All right, it uses a 5 degree interval. So that is a condition if you want to use 10 degree. So if you can record up to 9 degree, then you use 9 degree. So counting of 5 complete oscillation. Now, some of you didn't count. You want me to count, so that is inaccurate. Why? The reasons why I want to ask you to count, because I want to see whether you understand the meanings of oscillation or not, right? So I want to see your counting. You can use the values on the video to count it. You can use your own voice. Okay, ada yang dia memang jelas. I can hear clearly. Okay, he or she is doing the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. All right, and some of you use the numbers in the counting. So all those, okay, both of the methods are accepted. Okay, are acceptable. So it's up to you. Okay, if you're too shy to show your voice, then you can use value. All right, but for me, the easiest way if you count it by yourself. All right, since you're doing the recording, why don't you just count it, right? So this one, okay, 5 complete oscillation. Okay, and then you see, it wants to see your correct technique of a complete oscillation. It want to see whether you know what does it mean by complete oscillations. So measures and record the time. So show clearly how measurement have been taken. Shows correct decimal places of a recorded time. So make sure to check your own phone. All right, because some phone it comes with 1 decimal place, some come with 2 decimal places. And then appropriate measuring instruments. So you can use stopwatch, you can use your phone. All right. And then safety. Now this one, I like a few video where they show me the environment. They say, you see now the left and right, there's nothing. It is safe to conduct the experiment. So that is very good, I think. Okay, so ada beberapa video dia tunjuk saya surrounding dia. Tengok kanan, tak ada benda. Tengok kiri, tak ada benda. Sekarang selamat untuk jalankan eksperimen. That is very good way of showing safety. Okay, and then cleanliness. So you shows all apparatus are being removed. So this one I say you can use a picture. Okay, so that's fine. Some of you show me the whole process. That is very good. Okay, you show me you untie everything, so you clean up the plasticine. Wow, that is awesome. All right, and some of you even move your sofa to do the experiment. You push the sofa away so that you have enough space for the 70-degree oscillations, and then you show me you push the sofa back to its original place after you conduct the experiment. Oh, that is very fantastic. Alright, so saya tengok pun, wow, terkejut. Sanggup kamu, okay, tolak satu sofa ke tepi. Tolak semua benda daripada kamu punya ruang tamu ke tepi supaya boleh buat satu eksperimen. Okay, so you show me you move everything back to its original position. That is very good. Alright. So that is the things that you need to take notes, okay, especially when you set up the apparatus. So quite a lot of you set it up at the wrong position. You set it up wrongly. Okay, why? The first thing, because like I told you, you put it at the wrong place on your protractor. Your string, your thread start at the wrong position. The second thing, because you let the protractor have a direct contact with the string. Okay, so there is a frictional force between the protractor and also the string. Okay, the third one is a keychain that you're using is improper. All right, you're using a keychain with a very large surface area and it's very thin. Okay, so it's something like a plate. So in that case, you're generating a large resistance when it's swinging. All right, and then you hang it at a place that is also moving, hanging, not stable. So in that case, you have two oscillations occurring at the same time. So now I want to go through a few video with you guys. All right, yeah. Let me stop sharing this one first. So we're going through a few video together. Okay, we're going to watch a few videos together. This is H73. Okay. All right. So now let's see the video. think it would be better if I share the video itself so that you can hear the audio as well. Wait, yeah, let me change it. Windows. Okay. Okay, so this is the first video. So let's watch it together. Okay, so first, okay, so this is where she hang it. Okay, so measure the strings for about 40 cm. But then, okay, now you see the 40 cm is located at above, okay, above the padlock. Okay, now this one, okay, now the way you measure the angle is inaccurate. Why? Now you're holding it with your hands, and then the surface area, okay, the place where you put the protractor is not a flat surface. Okay, so the pole is a round, dia adalah bulat. So you're not sure whether you're putting the protractor at the right positions every time when you repeat the experiment, all right? And some more, you see, okay, as you can see here, the 10 degree is not quite accurate because the origin, okay, origin yang saya beritahu kamu, the one that I told you just now, it doesn't start from that cross. Okay, kamu punya ikatan terlalu besar. So it's starting somewhere below the cross, the origin of the protractor, right? So that is the second issue in setting up the protractor. Okay, so now it's oscillating. Okay, see, kamu pegang protractor setiap kali bermula di tempat tak sama kan? So oscillate, okay. So now I can see the food. Okay, so in your proper experiment, in your practical test, I want to see your face. Maybe just for 1 second. Okay. So this 110 degree is still okay. Let's see what happened at 70 degree after this. Okay, so you calculate, repeat the step. So actually you don't have to show the repeating step. You just need to show me one times, okay, one recording. So repeat step 3 and 4 for, okay, so repeat it. Now it's a 70 degree. So you see when she's doing 70 degree, the pole is moving. So in that case, I would say it is not suitable. Okay, she's doing the experiment at the improper positions, improper locations. So bila dia swing pada awal ni tengok, the pole is moving. Alright, so in that case, mark will be deducted. So you need somewhere that is firm, okay, that is not moving when you're doing the experiment, that it won't move when the pendulum is oscillating. Okay, so repeat punya tak payah tunjuk lah. Okay, you just show one time is enough. So that 3 minutes you try to, okay, use it properly. Okay, try to use it optimize. So gerak. Okay, now she's cleaning up. So this is very good. Okay, she showed me how she cleans up the workstation. Okay, so untie everything. Okay, so keep the pole. So this is very, very good ways of keeping it. Okay, so any questions regarding the video just now? So one mistake just now. Okay, so she's not showing me the data. So quite a lot of you forgot to show me the table, right? So any questions regarding the first video?
No.
Okay, so make sure you understand where is the mistake. Okay, where is the things that, what is the things that you shouldn't do. All right, if you have any questions, make sure to ask, because after that, okay, you're going to proceed to your own experiment. Okay, you're going to start your experiment, your practical test recording. So this one, okay, she's showing me start from beginnings, from how she measures the tools. Okay, ini memang tak ada audio. Okay, tak ada masalah. So now start the experiment. 1, 2, counting. Okay. But the one issue is I didn't see the stopwatch. So apa yang dia tunjuk just the oscillations, and then you see showing me every length. So you don't have to show me all the length. Okay. So kita tengok. So bagi anda rasa perasaan saya tengok 60 video ini. Okay, so masalah dia, first dia tak tunjuk saya mana dia ukur, okay, how she measures the angles, and then the length when it is hanging, and then no stopwatch in the video. I can't see anything. Okay, tapi stations dia dah cantik dah. Okay, dia punya string dengan tempat yang oscillate itu ada sikit ruang. Okay, they are not in contact with each other. Okay, 70 degree. So after done with experiment, okay, potong, simpan semua. Alright, so this is how you clean up the station. So of course, you see, she fast forward it. Okay, that is fine. So the mistake in the video just now, all right, I cannot see any of the procedure. You just show me how you do the countdown. Okay, but I can't see how you measure the angles, how you measure the lengths after you hang it in. Okay, after you tie the pendulums, and also I cannot see your stopwatch. So I don't know whether you're using the right decimal place in your table or not, and you're not even showing me the table, right? So that is the mistake in the video just now. So now let's proceed to the third video. Okay, so nice. Okay, show me all of the apparatus at the beginning. So this is also one of the way to show it. Okay, so the place to hang a string, this is a very nice place. So measure the strings for about 105 cm. Okay, so you measure it. Nah, nampak tak pembaris dia macam wave. Okay, so that is the meaning. That is what I told you just now. So make sure it's tight. Okay, you hold the strings tightly, the measuring tape tightly. So now you tie it to the padlock. Okay, bagus. See, measure again after you tied it. That is the right way of measuring the length. So you tie it to the padlock first, and then you make a mark on the strings. Okay, so ini yang betul. Alright, so this is what you need to show me only. Okay, tak semestinya kena tunjuk live. So even picture also can. So now you tied it. Okay, tie the strings at a suitable place. Okay. So just now, wait, yeah, let me repeat first. So you need to show me this screen, okay? I want to see how you record the angles, whether you're recording correctly or not, at the right positions or not, and whether your protractor is located at the right positions or not. So overall, this setup, the setup of the apparatus, everything is nice, but you see she tied the strings at the wrong positions, all right? The angle's 10 degree, okay? The angle's 10 degree. So the origins of the string, now let's see this one. Okay, this one is still okay. Why? Because you see the string, it walked past the origin. Okay, dia punya string melalui origins. So the 10 degree here, okay, this one the 10 degree is alright. Okay, the 10 degree is okay. So yeah. Dia letak dia sengit sedikit. So dia punya tali melalui origin dia. Dia punya cross. Okay, sampai from the cross to 10 degree. So that one we consider it as a correct way of measuring the angles. Alright. So now let's continue. So 1. Okay, record. Okay, so I can see, you see, got record the data. So this is a very nice video actually. So video ini overall dah tak ada masalah dah. Okay, she got a very nice stations, and then she set up nicely. She got shows me the data. Okay, then it's 70 degree. Okay. Okay, so I type everything after the experiment. Okay, so this is a very nice video. All right, this is a very nice video. Okay, just that when you tie the string, okay, make sure the string, okay, the beginning of the string is pointing downwards. Okay, kamu punya tali tadi dah terikat dah actually. Let's see. Saya akan balik ke sini saatnya. Okay. So your strings, you see, is starting from the right hand side of the nail. Try to adjust it until you start from the bottom. Okay, kamu punya tali located di bawah kamu punya paku. Alright, now the paku, the string is sengit a little bit. Alright, so far that is the issue. So now done cleaning up. Let's see what she did at the back. Okay, at the end. Oh, nampak tak? Very nice. Remove everything. Potong tali pun dia tunjuk. Bagus. So this is a very good ending. Okay, so overall this video, I will give a full marks. All right, I'll give a full mark. So that is the things that you need to take note. Okay, this one also show me everything before the experiment start. The setup of the experiment. So this one you didn't show me whether you tied it to the pendulum or not. All right, so you need to add one more step to show me that you have already tied it to the pendulum. Oh yeah, this is the one that I like it. Okay, ini yang saya suka. Why? Because she makes a hole at the origin. So definitely we got to correct positions, the starting point. Nampak tak dia buat satu lubang terus dekat origin dia. So this is how she do it. Okay, down. Nice. At least you got show me here. Oh yeah, one thing's about this video, yeah, why I show this video, because I think this pendulum is not swinging right and left, it's swinging back and forth. Okay, dia pergi ke depan belakang. It's more like a circular motions already rather than a simple harmonic motions. Okay, so when you swing it, make sure your object is moving left and right. Okay. Tengok, dia dah depan belakang dah, dia bukan kanan kiri. Nampak? Depan belakang. That is wrong. Okay, so the directions of swinging is wrong in this video. Everything is nice already. Okay, everything looks very nice. The issue is just the directions of the swinging, and also need to show me the phone the whole times. Okay, the stopwatch the whole time. Dia tunjuk starting and the ending saja. Right? So show me the phone when you are doing the counting. Okay, but no data, no table. Tak tunjuk saya table. Okay, so that is the fourth video. One more video to go. Okay, so I got the apparatus. Okay, so the 40 cm, you mark it after you tied it to the padlock or not. You need to show me. Okay, you need to show me whether you tied it to the padlock or not. So tak ada stopwatch, nothing. Okay, and then you're not doing the counting. So no counting, no stopwatch. Mark will be deducted. And some more now, this one has become circular motion. Okay, so show me the stopwatch when you are doing the counting. Bukan gambar ini saja. Okay, I want to see the counting. So I got the table, that is nice. Okay. So done. Okay, so that are the videos from your friends. Okay, I just choose 5 video because if I'm going to watch all of it with you, it's going to take up 1.5 hour. All right, assuming every video is 3 minutes. So it's 3 minutes, 60 video. No, this class is just 30. So yeah, 90 minutes, 1.5 hours. If I'm going to go through it with you guys for all of the video. So I've only chosen a few video that I want you to take note. Okay, the place where you most of you have made the same mistake. Okay, and then the things that happens in the your recordings. Okay, now I want to show you another very nice video from the other class. Okay, ada satu video yang sangat bagus dari kelas sebelah juga. Okay, wait ya. So this one. Okay, so she got put informations at the first slide, but in your practical test, you need to include I think according to the questions, you need to include the class and the metric numbers as well. All right, you need to include your class and also the metric number in the first slide. All right. Okay, so prepare the apparatus. Okay, so measures the strings. Tied it. Okay, so this is you tied it already. So you see, after she tied it, she measures again. So to mark it, mark for 40 cm, 50 cm, 60, 70, and 80. That is experiment 5. Okay, in your practical test, you need to start from 50 cm. Bermula daripada 50. Alright, so she left as a small place for she to hang. Okay, now this is a place that I like it. Okay, she didn't make a hole on the protractor, but then she used some things. Okay, she used something to create a place for she to tie, for her to tie the string. Okay, dia buat satu benda untuk dia gantung string, untuk dia ikat string pada origin. So that is a very good way to do it. Okay, and she make sure it won't in contact. Okay, the string is not in a direct contact with the protractor. Right, dia ikat benda pada benda yang warna gangsa ini. Okay, so the gold color thingy. So actually it's a place for she to hang the string. So she herself, she's creating a place for she to tie the string. So that it start from a 0 degree. Okay, so you show me, okay, the 10 degree. Now you have a phone and the stopwatch. Okay. So now she start the recording. So 1, 2. Okay, so counting it down by using the numbers on the screen also can, all right? If you're too shy to use your own voice, tak ada masalah. Okay, so this is a very good video. So 5 oscillation. So tunggu beberapa oscillation. She waited for few oscillations before she started the stopwatch. So stop. All right. So now clean up the station. All right. So that is a very good process until the end. The only problem here is she didn't record the data. Alright, so without table, 3 marks will be deducted. 3 markah ya, bukan 1, bukan 2, but 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 marks will be deducted without showing me the table in your video. Alright, so yeah, I think that marks the end of the sharings of the video. So any questions regarding your practical test? Anything else you want to ask?
Madam,
No, so jelaskan.
madam,
Ya?
kalau macam yang madam kata ada second chance lah kalau macam buat salah kan.
Aha.
Maksudnya macam second chance tu after yang submission date lah. Submission date boleh buat lagi ke apa?
Oh, kamu maksudnya kamu punya correction.
Kalau lah.
Kalau lah dia salah dengan teruk. Kita haraplah jangan salah dengan teruk. And of course, any correction made after submission date akan ada effect dia. Okay, I will cap the mark. Okay, I will cap the mark. Most probably you won't get full marks. Maybe maybe just 80%. That is the maximum score. But you will be given a chance to do correction. Alright. So untuk yang ada record bagus punya, itulah dia punya benefit. So sometimes because you didn't notice, okay, is there any mistake in your videos or not? Maybe you miss out one whole section, but you didn't notice. For example, like the video just now, okay, the video just now, she totally forgot about the data. All right, so in that case, you might be given a chance for correction, but of course, you won't be given 3 marks anymore, even if you show me the table. Maybe I will just give you 2 marks. Okay, but if you got a nice clean record in your Google Classroom, you submit everything on time, you submitted all of the works, including the physics trivia, then you'll be given some opportunity because I see your effort there. Okay, so in my class, what I care is the effort, whether you're doing the works given or not. All right, so if I see your effort, then you will be given second chance, including the assignments and also your report writing test and so on. All right, everything, whether you'll be given second chance or not, everything is based on your own record. If you got a nice record, then yes, you deserve a second chance. Okay, if throughout the whole semester you are not putting in any efforts in doing any things in my class, then sorry, okay, I won't be given you the second chance. Alright, so benda ini kamu buat elok, saya pun bagilah yang terbaik. Kalau kamu apa-apa pun tak nak buat, saya pun apa-apa pun tak nak buat. Because I give you a second chance, I need to write a report, I need to remark everything and so on. Okay, so it will be a lot of trouble for me. But of course, if you do works, if you put in the effort, then you deserve it. All right, so any other questions? Any other questions, especially regarding the practical test? Any part that you don't understand that you want to ask? Tada. So if no, I think that's all for today, okay? Because the things I'm going to focus today is just the practical test. So now you have an idea on what to do. Okay, we have gone through the marking scheme as well. We have gone through a few videos, see how to score full marks in your videos. So far, most of the videos, they are fine, okay? They are fine, except for how you set up the experiment. Okay, for example, how you tie the strings on the protractor. You forgot to show me how you start, you do the experiment. And also you forgot to show me the data recorded. That's it. Okay, so far, I think most of you guys, you have done quite good in the video already, all right? Quite nice already. So, yeah, I think that's it for today. If no question, you may leave the class.